Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Steeler defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Listen. Hold on.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays at big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Black 20. Turbo.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
180. Switch.
Room here to run. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Germx. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Steelers nothing.
Now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hardy on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow.
Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Second and 10. Now Rodgers. Now we'll attack this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Greg Dortch back deep. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Goff looking to change the play. This to Laporta right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
The Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Cal. Check. What's that?
To throw is gone. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Gibbs straight ahead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Left, 4 down. Like 20.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
We're good.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Now you want. Hold on. We go to the.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
88.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And here comes Dortch on the return. A nice run back there off the deep punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
3-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Quick throw there is incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lions 21. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And this throw will be intercepted. He's on his way. And he will bring it back. Interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get a another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
319.
Here's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. The final shot before break here. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead on a final play of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
26. 158.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
319, back north.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to come up a few yards short of first. They get into the ground at the 37. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Hey, 88.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
180. Turbo set.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Black 20. That's it.
They'll go again with Gibbs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 52 yards. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down. A big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. We know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is...
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
258.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
258.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
630. Go win, go win.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
I have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now we're doing it quick. In the face, you gonna be suing me quick. If we catch another case, I know it's true to be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I got the throne down hard, talking real to shine. They got some time, they
You up. Champion. We go tonight. White 20. Motion.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. White 20. What's up?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Cut. Black 20. What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Cut. White 20. What's up?
Gibbs will try and pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th
No
down.
gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Wide, get wide.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Goff going to shift him around.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra play right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here, about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
319,
One final try now for Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete